because I never turn on my mic. I do this at least once a week, and I always, every single time, without fail, forget to turn on my microphone. I'm an amateur. For real. So, if you haven't already noticed, it's Thursday. It's Trick Tip Thursday, and we're doing trick tips like we do every Thursday at usually midnight Chicago time, but it might change. I'm thinking about changing the time I post videos. What would you guys think of that? Do you think that it's, I shoot for midnight Chicago time, because that's sort of my home. That's what I kind of want to shoot for, as if kind of paying homage or showing appreciation for the place I came from. But what do you think? Is an earlier time, maybe 9 o'clock the night before, a good time to post my trick tips? But the point that I really want to get to here is that it's Thursday, it's Trick Tip Thursday, and I just filmed a trick tip on the frontside M80. This is kind of my trick. I mean, I didn't invent it by any means. I'm not sure who really started doing it, but it's a trick that I've definitely stolen and tried to do way too much. I learned it 10 years ago now, and it's probably my favorite M80 rolling kick flippy trick. It looks like this. And this is how you do it. If you haven't seen the kickflip tutorial I did ages ago, I would go and check that one out. I'll be doing sort of a 2.0 version of all of my early trick tips now that I've sort of got the hang of a lot of these mechanics and my camera and my editor. So, you're in Bilbo stance. That's what my friend Stowe calls it. Bilbo meaning that your feet are together, they're parallel in the center of the board with your toes and your chest pointing the direction that you're rolling. Think of like a skier stance. So from here, your back foot is going to hook under the board and flip the board to the left. That is if you're regular stance and if you're flipping with your back foot. As you flick the board, you're going to be focusing on your shoulders in a big way. So as you wind up for it, your shoulders are going to be winding up in the front side throwing direction. So imagine if you're doing a front side 180, your shoulders lead that rotation. As you're rotating and as you're springing into the flip, your shoulders are going to carry your lower body along with them. Really the core of the trick and the trick to the trick, you could say, is the upper body. So your shoulders are rotating front side, you've got that part down, and the next big part is making sure that you catch the board with your front foot first. So that right foot catches the tail, and I have to sort of land in a bit of like a fakie manual, catching it with my front wheels down and my back wheels up in the air still. And from here, with sort of the ball of your foot planted on the tail, allow yourself to sort of rotate blindsided back to the regular stance. Really, I like to focus on having my eyes glued to that tail, glued to where my foot needs to land, and that over time really helped me to develop a good sense of where I need to plant my feet, spotting my landing sort of, and being able to continue that rotation. So, shoulders, spinning, waist and legs follow, focus on having that front foot down on the tail, but it's really something that you have to go out and try and get a feel for. If you have any other questions or are having trouble with it, always feel free to comment below. Always feel free to DM me in my socials. A lot of you guys already are following me on Instagram and Twitter. Never hesitate to hit me up for that stuff. I love being able to help with tricks. I love seeing when people are learning this new stuff, especially the more advanced stuff. I've been blown away by how many people are really picking these things up quickly, whereas it took me years to edge my way into things like the frontside M80, the M80 big spin, rail flip combinations, stuff that you guys already are locking down. There's a lot of variations with this one. If you have the frontside M80 down, you can start the M80 big spin. You can do all different kinds of regular stance M80s. That fakie M80 that me and Brett just filmed was really fun. Get out there, get in the sun, and start skateboarding again. I'm about to do that right now because it is the nicest day out. And I'll see you guys Sunday for another Sunday Funday video. It's gonna be about single kickboards versus double kickboards, and how my shape differs from a guy like Stowe Strauss's shape, and the benefits and drawbacks to that. So I'll see you guys then. Until then, keep doing your thing, keep learning, keep exploring, keep dancing. I'll see y'all later.